Yeah. And like I say, we got the council before we doing something that, have eyes. So, the residents had to be telling the council what work that needed to be done, because I know about 3 years ago, we had a council out here, they was telling these people not to, can't fix on their car. But right now, they still fix on their automobile. And see if they can have a garage there.
Well, our constables can't help us enforce someone working on their car in their driveway. And if it's a business and they're
Right.
working on cars,
Right.
they still can't help us with it because it's on private property.
Okay.
But the board can still work on it from a different avenue.
Okay,
It's
so in other words-
slower, but,
In other words, we don't have no restrictions.
no, we do, but you have to legally enforce them in a consistent manner. So you can't rush someone to the attorney because you don't like what they're doing. You need to go through a letter process, and it has to be the same for every person. You cannot deviate from it.
Right.
So we've got people who we are pursuing for violations, but it has to be in a legal order and a legal manner.
I understand that, but what I'm saying is you're gonna do it for one, do it for the other. Because
Oh, yeah.
on one street, the association, Shirley wrote a letter stating that he needs to paint his garage. Well, there's nothing wrong with his garage, but his neighbor across the street from him, garage door almost falling down. So if you're gonna do one, do the other.
I'm sure we have them in the process too, but we can't force repair that. And then we have to decide whether or not it's worth spending thousands of dollars taking them to court to have them repair the garage door.
Well, you need to talk to Shirley about that then.
Yeah.
You need to talk to Shirley about that, because like I say, if you're paying Shirley to enforce the rules, they're supposed to enforce the rules, not for one, for everyone.
Well, they're consistent and they bring us reports, and as board, we have to decide where to go from there legally.
Well, I got another way. In other words, you need another management company, if they can't take care
No,
of it.
they're doing their job, and they're being consistent, and they're supplying us with reports, and the letters from the attorney, we get reports on where they are in their status every
Right.
month.
Because I have had, look, the third come out and told me, the worst part is on Tulip Street. They say Tulip Street is terrible.
That's right.
So, in other words, I'm not here to debate with you,
Yeah.
because I can get signatures saying the same thing that I said. Because we as a board, if you want to enforce one rule, enforce them all.
I think the thing is that people are getting letters, but not every, like, we don't share that information.
Yeah, right.
We're not telling, like, oh, I sent you a letter, I'm not telling him I sent you a letter.
Right.
Just because, privacy.
I understand that.
And so I think
Yeah.
some people get letters and immediately work to fix
Yeah.
it, and some people get letters and ignore it, and so it looks like they're
Right.
not being,
Because
you know.
about 4 years ago, I told her, came to the meeting, Shirley sent me 2 letters saying my grass needed cutting. And I have my grass cut all the time. And they said, had the audacity to tell me, Mr. Bradley, if your yard cut, can you send me a picture? And, I gave them some charged words. In other words, if they wrote me a letter stating that they cut, they need to come out and see if it's cut or not. Period. But that's my problem.
I have a
Okay.
problem too. I live on Tulip, where I'm running my mom. She's been there over 30+ years. And my concern is about the heavy trash that's out in the yard. After the trash man came and picked up the heavy trash, what has been done about that? Because it's over and over and over and over. And seems like nothing has been done. Tulip is full of trash. And I don't think it should be like that. What has been done about that?
Do you ever report it to 311 as well? Because I think, the inspectors drive the neighborhood just every couple of weeks, right? And then we as citizens, actually, we have to take the time to file 311 reports on some of these violations like that. I know what you're talking about. Sometimes the trash people come and then they leave trash all over the place, then there's dumping of heavy trash.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about after the trash truck has came.
Mhm.
The next day is full again with trash. Trash
311.
only pick up once a month.
Right,
Once every
right.
other
So,
month.
so,
Every other month.
every other month.
Yeah.
But what has been done about that? This is ridiculous.
So if you call 311, they can send people out to do enforcement and they can get fined. They can get tickets.
So that's not done through these homeowners.
No, we can't issue tickets for that. That's a city ordinance issue.
But residents can help report, because let's say you drive to Lee because you visit someone that lives there or you live there yourself. I particularly don't drive to Lee, but I walk to Lee sometimes, so I don't always see it. But I'm active about reporting the things that I see on my way home and or out. So when we have to do that and help the city, help us enforce that, as well as the District J Patrol. They do extra things for us that are against city violations, which would be those trash things. But that's people, neighbors taking it out and just having no regard for when our heavy trash collection is. But as
But
citizens,
they
we
can
have
be
to enforce.
but they can be fined.
Yeah, they can
They
be
can
fined.
issue
City
a
can
ticket,
fine
but
them.
we don't have the power to do that as a board.
We can send them
We
letters and
can't-
say
we
your
can't.
trash is out, you need to put it up. But by then, maybe they ignore our letters for 2 months and then it gets picked up. Or if people are parked on the drive and they're blocking and
And
they
that's
pick
the
up
other
their
thing,
trash.
is like, there's so much road traffic, there's so many people parking on the street
Yeah.
that sometimes the heavy trash can't get to pick it up because the cars are blocking it.
Okay, what is this program, Pat, that Ed would have, our city councilman? Tell us about what website can we go to?
Excellent.
And most of this stuff, Councilman Parley can adjust, and you can get better answers than the homeowners association because it's out of their control. It's got to go through the program that our councilman, Edward Parley have in District J, which that's what district we are located in.
Right.
And another question that had came up about our constables, and they here just going Braeburn Valley West. No, they also does the community on the other side.
West Place.
Yes, ma'am. They also do that, and they also do the community on the other side of Plainfield and Belford here. Right. So they just not, but they in the vicinity area, just like you say, but they just not parked here. Sometime when you have a problem, they might be over there, like you say, West Chase.
Yeah.
They might be over here. So they got and the same constable, which is out of precinct 7, that also have this whole area here and the area on the side and the area back there. And you're just looking at one constable trying to cover all that at one time.
Yeah. So what I would say, the better route, and which Bobby's talking about, would be, if you can write this down, District J Patrol. It's all one word, districtjpatrol.com.
It's the letter J.
And letter J. It is a website. It's very quick and easy to use, and you would report the address. That's about the only thing you have to write in. The rest of it is a checkbox, and you can just report that address. There's a checkbox for heavy trash violation. And what happens is our District J Patrol officers come out and try to make contact with the homeowner and tell them, you're gonna get a fine if you don't move this off the curb and pull it out at the right time of the month when it should be out there. So districtjpatrol.com.
Okay.
I use it on my phone all the time.
You don't
There's
have to
junk
look at-
motor vehicles, if there's junk motor vehicles around, an abandoned vehicle, tires, you see panhandling or something like that, you can report that. If there's commercial activity, like if, I don't know, someone's running a business out of their home, that brings in a lot of traffic, you can report that. Graffiti, so there's a few things there, but that would be, and the good thing is, if you report that to them, it goes to a database, they get that information, they go out there, and you can get an email response if you want. So District J is paying extra for this, for citizens in District J, and so we need to take advantage of that, because it's.
Okay, they got their handcuffed because Harris County Flood Control, they got exclusive rights to all the bayous in the city of Houston. And they not gonna really, only thing they'll do is listen to Rodney and they'll listen to Polly, but now they ain't gonna do nothing. Because what is happening is, hypothetically, being straight up with you guys, is that the water need to be slowed down. Because the people on Braeburn up there and you can see where they already then remodel that whole bayou right there from Chimney Rock and and Rice Boulevard. All that been widened out. And what has been coming down, and that's District K, which is Martha. I know her too. Okay? Now, what they're doing now is saying that we are taking our Kagan Bayou, all this water from Kagan Bayou, and we're dumping it into Braeburn Bayou, which is in the back of the Fiesta here on Gessner and Braeburn. That's what Kagan dumped the water. Okay, then the water goes straight on down Braeburn, all the way down, all the way to what you say University of Houston Medical Center. Okay, now what they're saying is the water is going too fast and it's flooding their houses up. And they getting tired of getting flooded in. So now they feel like if anybody need to get flooded in, it's Braeburn Valley West. And how they can do it? Stack them trees up there and it's going to stop the flow of water. But now it's something that we just going to have to, I guess, going to have to live and pray on it, because ain't nothing our councilman can do. He can go talk to him. We can keep bugging him and he keep bugging them. But as far as making a progress, just show you how strong Harris County flood control people is.
Yeah.
You know how strong they are because you work with political. Am I right or wrong?
Yeah, absolutely. It's very challenging. I mean, back after Harvey, we had meetings with the Harris County Flood District downtown. It just goes in one ear and out the other. It's very frustrating. And I took pictures too, because I bike down that bike trail and I took a ton of them last month and sent them to Pollard's office. And they said they had a contact at the flood district, but you know, it's just, they're just kind of a government to themselves.
Now here's what is more important than that, is that I'm a homeowner that I got a duplex. And a lot of these people in these duplex are renting. And they parking these cars on the side of the bayou. And this can affect your whole neighborhood. Cause that Kagan Bayou coming from Barker Cypress, really coming from the Brazos River. Just show you how strong that Kagan Bayou is. And when that Kagan Bayou come here and it floods this area out, because too many people have been parking their cars on that bayou. And that water getting weak. I'll show you a picture of how you guys seen how I videoed the last time where the water was almost getting ready to come into the neighborhood. Okay?
I'm taking pictures of the vehicles, and back when we met with the flood control, they put up no parking signs.
We need to get that done.
Put them up and threw them in Keegan's.
That we need to, and the way I'm looking at it,
The flood control has to put those up.
if we can get, now they probably do that. Personally, if we confronted them, and Edwin, Senator Pauley, our councilman, and Rodney, if they can do that. And then our constable can go around and write them a citation, because now he got a sign out there.
Now he has a sign and he can do that.
Because these people are renting. They don't care nothing about you guys. They here today and gone tomorrow. And the landlord, he not trying to fix that driveway back there.
No.
Because all he want to do is collect his rent money. He don't live in the neighborhood.
And that's why everybody parks on Tulip, because they can't park behind Tulip.
And the way it was set up the last time when I talked the last time to you guys, when this neighborhood was set up in 1971, everybody on that duplex was supposed to fix their area, because the county is letting us use that. They can close that off if they want to. They close that alley off because that's their alley. So they doing us a favor by letting us use it. So we don't need to ask them, the homeowners association don't need to go there and confront them about something that they doing us a favor. So we supposed to keep that up ourselves. And the homeowners association, we used to, I put it this way, Randall and them tried to do that about taxing the people who got the duplexes. Then they started raising Cain. So I can understand you guys not doing it. But it's left up to the homeowners who own those duplexes to fix each section that they live in. But like I say, it's one of them things, and I try to fix it as much as I could. But the people that, like I say, they go through there driving 50, 60 miles an hour just like they're on the Southwest Freeway. So it's best to keep it that way before they run over any kids out there. So, so this is what we're doing, but we need to get on top of Harris County flood control, at least to put the sign out there. We know they ain't gonna cut them trees, they ain't gonna do all that. We know this. But they could go out there and put some signs back out there like they did. But what happened to those signs, that when they started doing some work on the bayou or the water department, whoever was out there working with the bayou, they tore the sign down and never put them back up. And then when it's time for them to clean up, they took the signs with them as heavy trash and went on about their business, and we ain't been replaced then. And these kids and these young people are driving their cars up and down that thing. And when that bayou cave in, it's gonna be way worse than that other end, because it's gonna affect this place. And so.
Well, they did clean out, because the bayou looked like that before Harvey. Because I remember taking pictures of it and complaining about it during Harvey. And they did come in and cleared out all the trees. And they were maintaining it for a while, but then they quit maintaining it.
Mainly because.
It all started growing up again.
Okay, mainly because, like I say, of the COVID. So they cut back on the work for us. And in reality, I have did a video of, and any of you guys that want to see the videos, y'all can go to the Facebook page or the YouTube page and see all the videos. And they was doing that, cutting the trees down at first. But then after the COVID, you can go down even in my lane, the grass is high. Even in Westbury, the grass is high. But it ain't like this. Because this is Kagan Bayou, it's not Braeburn Bayou. And they didn't even, before I started doing this document in the last 7 years, none of the television stations even knew about Kagan Bayou. And that's the truth. It took Mario Gomez over at Channel 11 to figure out what the hell is Kagan Bayou. Then he found out how important Kagan Bayou, coming from Barker Cypress Reservoir. And he found out how valuable Kagan Bayou is, and so we need to get them to get the sign out there. We know they ain't gonna cut it. Just try to get at least 3 or 4 signs so our constable can write them a ticket or a citation about them parking out there.
Who is the one you got to contact for a sign? Who needs to be contacted for a sign? Is that also Pollock?
That's the flood control. They're the one that controls that, and they have to put up the sign.
Yeah, they got exclusive rights to all the bayous in Houston, not just here in Kagan and Bray, all of them, White Oak, Sims, yeah, Buffalo. So, so we at their mercy.
Well,
but
we're still trying diligently to make change, and you help Till if you stay on Till and you're in Till and complain and take pictures and document it.
Well, like I say, we can, if we can, which is the Homeowners Association, get with Councilman Parley and the County Commissioner Rodney Ellis and tell them to have them to put the signs out there, because our life in there is dangerous, in danger, believe it or not. Because if that water overflow over here, this whole neighborhood gonna get wiped away. I mean, just straight up. I mean, we just been blessed that we ain't been having no heavy rain and no bad flood.
Well, we'll try that route, but I think the signs have to come from flood control, but we'll try that.
Yeah, they'll do that. They don't mind putting that out because it ain't costing them hardly no time, no manpower, no money. So they'll do that. But they won't do it until we open our mouth.
Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and move into the financial report.
Okay. Your end of August financial